want to be my wife? Why you so upset? Hope we coming up next. Hating, wishing I would never ever flex on damn flex. Bitch, I don't want you. Sipping on this liquor. I be swerving, switching lane. Like my eyes be super blurry on. Yeah, let it go. Let it bang with all that flow. Swerving, switching lane. I be swerving, switching lanes. So pull up with that. Keep up with that. We give out that. Bitches has a gold hoe. Pull up with that. Keep up with that. We give out that. Bitches has a gold hoe. Let it bang and let it flow and let it show. Yes, has to go. Coming, never moving slow. Oh no, got that Bobby Ocean, got that potion, bitch. I'm moving up, running up on sunny days, leveling up on rainy days. But you cannot stop us leveling up, cause I just want that drop top. So my pinky brain, blame in the zombie. What you know about the team? What you know?
We're here with Mr Ridl from House of Gold.
What up? How's it go? Make some records.
Let's just get into it quickly from the beginning, man. How did you get into the hip hop game?
Oh fuck, where do I start? I've always been into hip hop. Like before music, I was into graffiti. Before graffiti, I was into hip hop dance, like crump and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going back to when I was like 10, maybe 9. And anyway, so doing the crump scene, went up to Auckland, New Zealand champs, won there with my bro Petite, aka Roscoe, and then me and Roscoe started.
So you were in a crew?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, called Marvel Fams, and then Petite had his own crew, and went up to Auckland, competed and shit, and done that for like ages, bro, like ages. And then started that when I was like 9, and then when I was 16, maybe 17, got kicked out of school, went to like a polytech thing but for youth, and then did mechanics, met up with my bro Sevo, and then I got into graffiti, and then got onto that scene, and that's where the name Ridl comes from, because that's my street tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, RIDL, and started doing trains and all that sort of stuff, and wasn't really good at that, but I did it, and then got caught, and I was like, fuck, looking at 3 months jail time sort of thing, but I was like, lucky enough, it was my first charge ever, so I was like, oh yeah, they let me off, got PD and all that sort of stuff, and then got into the music thing, because I was like, man, I need something, I still want to be a part of this hip hop thing, but I need something that will let me do it legally and at home, where I can just do it myself, my own vision, just do it myself, who cares what people think. And that's why I was like, I'm doing music, that's me. I started off with a Rockman microphone. No, not even that, it was just the laptop. Yeah. Didn't even own a laptop. Alright, that's how I meet Havoc. Yeah, didn't even own a laptop, and I was in my bus, because I used to live in a bus, like with mum and that. Mum owned this house and she had a bus, and that's my room, and then I was like writing a rap, and I was like, yeah, I'm bored, like, yeah, me writing a rap. I was like, who do I know with a laptop, because I need to record this now, and then I was like, Jared Castle lives down the road. So I went up to his house, random ass, don't even know who I am, I'm like, knocking on his door, knock, and then he's like, yeah, who's this? And I was like, oh, actually I'm down the road, I know your bro Donald. He's like, oh yeah, Donald's my man. And I'm like, yeah. Anyway, can I use your laptop? And he's like, what for? I'm like, oh, I want to record this rap. He's like, wait, you rap? I'm like, nah, this is my first song, man. And he's like, yo, can I jump on it? And he's like, hey, yeah. And then we made the first song ever. Shit ass, but got
So is that the origin of House of Gold?
Yeah, me and Havoc started it. Like we formed it from the ground up. Like, it was Snapback Bandits back then, like it wasn't called House of Gold, Snapback Bandits, and that's where we just used to get so intoxicated where we cannot even function and just drop tracks after tracks, and they were shit. But then I was like, fuck it now, I'm taking this serious, man, like gigs, music videos, merch, like we need to do this. And he's like, yeah, I want to come with you. And so he dropped all his shit, came and did music, and then he's just like, fuck it, let's do our own album. And then I was like, yeah. Boom, jumped on this album. I think it had 25 tracks on it. And then our first ever album dropped, and
That's
then
a lot.
yeah, didn't get no exposure because we're still underground. And then we linked up with the bro TMP from Elitary Grind Team. He like runs it and shit with Alaz and all that. And we linked up with him on the Hook Bus, and he's like, yo, come around to my studio. And we're like, where's your studio? And it's just down the road from our house. And we're like, yo, fuck yeah, that's us every night. Go around there, recording, and then we dropped a track called Bath Salts. Yeah, Bath Salts was our first proper studio official track. And we released that on that time when bath salt was going around, people were eating people and shit. We dropped that because of that. People thought we were talking about bath salts, you know, like you wash yourself with butter, and we're like, no, fuck, what the hell? Anyway, so that was our flop. And then we're like, damn. And then we linked up with Taylor Lee, TMS. He used to be known as Quizzy. He joined House of Gold, and then we done House of Gold, Gold Crown. And that got so much plays, man. Like I think it's up to 5K now, 5K plays on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, this can happen. We got heaps of hate on it, but we're like, who cares, bro? You get hate on good things, people gonna hate.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we're just smashing it back. And then we got our first gig called Bragging Rights, which was hosted by someone, I forget who it was. And Urban Drama won the comp, but we came like second or third.
So it was like a battle?
Yeah, it was like a talent quest sort of thing, you would say.
Yeah.
And yeah, like for the talent quest for all the up and comers.
Yeah.
We joined on that first ever gig, like, so it was good experience. And then yeah, just smashed that out.
Sweet, man. So what goes, so as, like you got more into the process of like, you know, making a track, rapping and all that. How did your creative process evolve?
Oh wow. From, to say when I first got in the studio, my whole mind state was, write a verse, that's your verse, you're not editing it, you're just smashing it on the microphone and that's it. Done. You know, fuck a hook, because a hook doesn't matter. And like sort of thing, and now my mind state is like, if you write your verse and your hook, export it, put it on your phone or something, listen to it the next day, and in your car listen to it, and just be like, fuck, I could have done that better. Go home the next day, rewrite it, do it better, and then you just always open up to new ideas, always listen to criticism and all that, and yeah.
And so you learn to like edit and rewrite and kind of go through the
House of Gold
process.
calls it doctoring, because you're pretty much putting your shit under a surgeon microscope, and you're like, fuck, this syllable has to be 2 syllables instead of 1, so how can I make that word? How can I make hello instead of, when it says hello, how can I make it expand into another couple of syllables, and it's like hello or something like that, hello or something, like, you know, it's just how you manipulate words. And yeah, and that's how I think is, how can I manipulate this word to sound like that word, but it's completely different. And that's where my style is my style, because I don't really hear anyone. Oh, I do hear people doing it, because that's a way of hip hop. People do it, but my style is my style, because everybody hating on it. I keep doing it. No, I'm still doing it, and it seems to work now.
Dude, speaking of your style, man, I think that and the style of hip hop would have changed a lot over from when you started to what it is now.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you incorporate elements as the art form evolves, or?
Yeah, definitely. Like I grew up listening to Eminem, as most white rappers do, And but I grew up really on the Houston side of things. Houston rap like Pimp C, UGK, Bun B, fucking Birdman, Mike Jones, all that sort of stuff, like the Texas Trill. That's why in my songs you'll hear me going scissor and like drink and like slang my words, because that's how they done it. And I'm just like, that sounds cool.
Right.
And like you pulling up on that potion and all that sort of stuff, because that's how I've been showing that through that sort of things. But when this new age rap stuff came in, I'm just like, it took me a while to grasp at what they were trying to achieve. I'm like, fuck, this is the new wave, alright? So I need to find a way to merge my style with this style and just.
And it's funny, yeah, because it's like from the same area. Like
Yeah, it is.
South.
Like ASAP Rocky sort of brung it in. Like he sort of brung in that new fashion, like wearing fashionable clothes and all that sort of stuff. But he specifically says he grew up on Pimp C and all that sort of stuff. So it's like he's found a way to do it, and it's not hard. It's just how you research your stuff. And
so it's kind of transitioning from that into the local scene.
Yeah.
How would you describe the local hip hop scene?
Real dormant fire, I would say.
Dormant fire?
Yeah, like there's so much telling and telling, so much. I'm fucking can't say that enough. But like to see it from, I saw it from the outside. Now I'm seeing it from the inside. And like all these, there's so much sly underground beef with each other. Like it's not real beef, but it's just like, nah, I don't want to do that track with that person because they'll put them on this level where I want to be on that level and sort of thing. But I think it's coming to a time where Tauranga is just like, boom, coming together, and we're just gonna, like, it's gonna pop off real soon. And like, yeah, there's so much new cats, and all of us older heads that have been in this game. I've been in making music for about 8 years now, so all of the people that have been doing it with me from that time, stepping up and showing all these young people how to like mix their vocals, how to get in the studio, and how that all works, how to put on their own gigs and all that sort of thing. So then you're teaching more people, so they can teach more people, so we all can come together and just smash big stuff.
So going from that, how did you get into putting on events?
Oh, bro. Well,
That's a whole
back in the day,
different side of
yeah,
hip hop,
Maximum Records was my event planning label. Like, people ask me why did I start Maximum Records. It's not a record label, it's an entertainment label. Like, legit, you could be a dancer and sign underneath the label and sort of thing. But it's not about that. It was a platform for me to be like, this is me. This is what my vision is, and this is me. And I got into events because back in the day when House of Gold was first starting, we used to have to pay to get on sets. We used to have to pay. I think our most expensive set we had to pay was $100 to get on and perform for 10 minutes, bro. And I was like, man, these promoters are making money off us, and at the door, and at the, I'm just like, fuck that. There must be an easier way. I'm like, yeah, ring up the venue. Can I book, or what dates do you have available for this day or this month? They're like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, sweet, I'll book that. How much is it? They're like, this much. I'm like, sweet. So that's done. I've got the venue. It's secured. I'm just like, fuck, now I need some X. Who do I know that makes music? Boom, boom, set up. Got that line up. I'm like, flyers, promotion. How am I going to do this? Boom, you have your promotion plan, your promotion team, and then, you know, you just go from there, bro. And like, it's all about the online promotion.
How was it? How was it going from the booth to the stage?
Different, real different, bro. Now in the booth you can, nah, stop, bro. Fuck that up. Stage, you're like, oh. You look around and people are like, oh, he just stuffed up. You're like, damn, I'm too drunk. Oh, damn, you know? Like, so it's like that limiting. Like, I found it a real problem when I first started performing. I used to get just maggoted, like just so blacked out drunk, and then get on stage and perform just because I was nervous and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right.
But now it's like, I've done it so much that I can just get on stage pure sober and rip my shit up and then go drink. And then, but it's not even about that. It's like, I like going to gigs now to socialize now, bro, because like, I hardly ever get a link up with TJ Hip Hop because I'm always here. Or I'm being a dad, or I'm at work, and I hardly ever get a link up. So it's like, when I'm at gigs, that's my chance to be like, bro, get on this track, bro, what are you up to? And like, sort of thing. Like, and it's good, it's a good vibe.
Right. So, so you have House of Gold on SoundCloud, and Mr Ridl just released Lane 3?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I had a
Tell
couple.
us a little bit about that.
Lane 3 is
That mixtape.
pretty much my first I want to say first because I've dropped heaps of mixtapes, but my first fucking one that I put my heart into it. I'm just like, man, I did it. It was finished about 10 times, bro. Like, I'm not lying, like 10 times, like. And I'm just about to release it. Listen to one song. Nah, that whole thing needs to be done again. So I'll delete, redo, and I'm, nah, that's not what I want to sound like. Nah, delete, and like I had 15 producers on all together on that mixtape, and 10 of them were from America, 5 of them from New Zealand, and I ended up only working with 2. Because I was just like, nah, I can't sound like that and I can't sound like that. I need to be sounding similar. And it's just like real mind wrecking, right? Like trying to get a vision out of my head onto a song. And I was getting stressed out, late nights, going to work the next day. Like I used to go to bed at like 5, get up at 6, go to work, like, have my pad on me, like trying to like think like what can I do to make this better. In the day I was just like, fuck it, this is how it has to sound, this is what it's happening. Finally we got there, and then it happened, and I collabed with Maxwell's my bro from America, and collabed with him on 3 tracks, and they end up getting the most plays, and that put me onto new artists in America, and that's a whole nother story, bro.
Yeah, so like you are working with more American artists for your next project.
Worldwide artists, bro, like that. They go on world tours and stuff like that. Like, it's not just the underground thing anymore. Well, it is, but I've linked up with some big names, sort of thing. And there's all money being put in towards my art. Like, it's not for free. Like, it's not like, boom, bro, I like your music. Here, I'll jump on the track for you. Because most of them live off their music, bro. You know, like they go like, because it's so hard to get a job over there, so their music is their job, and like that's why it's good to have a PayPal, because they're like, yeah, I'll jump on the song. I want to jump on the song, but you need to pay me. You know, took me a while to get used to it, and I was just like, yeah, this week paid them. Boom, linked me up with so much more branches. Worldwide branches, man, and I'm just like, I've got a tour to go to at the end of the year if I want to jump on it, and that's going to 50 cities in America. There's a wheel, big things, but I'm just like, yeah.
Sweet. So like, what would you say for the power of the internet in terms of getting those kind of connects at?
Oh, the power of the internet's powerful, bro. Just say that, like, picture the world with no water, and legit, if you want to contact someone, you just talk to them, bro. You know, like, it's so powerful. Like, I could legit go up to the game or something like that, Pimp C, if he was alive, just say that, like, if he was alive, I could go, yo, I've got this much money, how much is it for me to get you on a chorus? They'll be like, yo, 25K, you got a chorus on me, PayPal ready, and yeah, 25K, PayPal, sending the beat with the open verses, and he jumps on, does the track, send it back, and you mix it down, you got a track with him. And that's how online collabs work, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing these days, bro.
And that's a lot, like, there's a lot of musicians working that way.
It's the fastest way to work. That's why, because you could have like based in New Zealand, and then you have your beat maker in Europe, and then you have your collab person in Jamaica, and it's just done on one internet server, bro. It's like so fucking powerful.
Crazy. So in terms of like future projects, what's in the works for Mr Ridl and House of Gold?
For House of Gold, shit, House of Gold, there's 4 members, so it's like me, Havoc, Liff, and Boris. And we've got a crew album coming out, which is like 15 tracks, but I'm gonna try and push it to 20 and make it a 2-disc mixtape. So we'll release 1 disc at a time, sort of thing, and then part 2 of it. And then release the hard copies of both discs, sort of thing. And so that's coming out, I don't know when. And then I've got fucking this American collab, there's 25 tracks with all American artists, all American producers, sort of thing. That should be dropping around my birthday, which is November, around that time, anyway. And then I've got another one, and the 5-track EP that will be coming out probably next month sometime. Not sure on the name yet. And
so you're just constantly just working on.
bro, my life legit revolves around, alright, I wake up for my late night in the studio, wake up, go to work, do my day job, and then I come home, flip over my laptop, chuck on a beat that I've been writing to that daytime at lunch, and I'll be recording by probably 6, finish at probably 10, and I'll find me another beat and stay up to probably like 4. And be just, and or I'll be planning gigs or editing music videos, like it's not a grind to me, it's a hobby, bro. Like just how gamers do, you know how gamers go home and they play COD for hours and hours, bro. This is my COD. I'm fucking up in here like fucking headshot on the vocals and shit, you know, like it's something like that, bro. Like people will spend money on their cars and all that, bro. I spend money on my studio and it gives something back to me, I don't know what, but it just gives something back to me, I feel good about it.
Nice, man, nice. So you've been kind of putting on gigs regularly, semi-regularly.
Yeah.
And so how has the response been?
The response is pretty good because it gives artists opportunities to get on stage where they wouldn't be getting opportunities if these gigs weren't coming up, you know. So the response is pretty good, and from my first show to my last show that I put on, there's been so much increase on impact on how it affects people and how many people actually turn up and stay around, bro, you know. It's not just the artists and their missuses and their friends that are coming, it's actual random people that are seen on Facebook and actually becoming fans of TJ hip hop, bro, you know. It's cool to see how, like the gig, the hype that I'm putting on is, I've got people coming from Auckland, Rotorua, just to see these people perform, bro, and it's giving the artist alone a new fan base to perform to, you know. It's so cool.
Sweet, man. So what are the artists on the hype, just briefly?
We got
Hold up the poster real quick.
Yeah, well, there's the poster there, designed by me. Yeah, and I just printed this out the library, bro. It's that easy. Nothing flash, but we got House of Gold, of course, TMS, Cab Beats, Morbidity Music, Urban Drama, Low Flows, which is Dan Keat out of DHC. Yeah, that's his new name. And we got Tizzle, NBNB, which is his first ever gig, bro. He's a youngin' and his music is the littest shit I've ever heard, bro. It's like, whoa. And we've got heaps more, like Little Slumpy's gonna be making a guest thing and shit like that. And we're gonna be giving away House of Gold t-shirts and all that stuff. I've made 50 t-shirts to be given away to, I don't know if 50 will get given out, but yeah, it's gonna be given away, bro. And yeah, it's on the 29th at the Flow Bar. Starts at 9 p.m. goes to 12.
And can people pre-purchase tickets?
Yep, you just go on the event page, but if you can't find it, direct mail me on Facebook, Rose. And how it all works is you don't get a physical ticket, you get your name at the door.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just say, my name's at the door, I paid the $5 already. And then they'll tick it off, done. You know, you get a stamp. And if you pay like that, you get a free drink at the door.
Sweet.
So it's a bonus, otherwise it's just $10. And a lot of people say, you know, $10 is pricey. But in the day, bro, they would rather put, like, would you rather pay $10 to a legit show or $10 on something else, you know? Like, you'd pay $80 to go see fucking another gig. So, I don't know. It's just how the mind works, bro. People look at stuff, yeah.
Nah, all good, man. That sounds good. Any like last words, any hype to throw up before we end?
Yeah, man. It's House of Gold, Mr Ridl. I always will be here. Nobody's stopping me. And keep on that grind, people. DJ hip hop. Yeah, I have a shot for you motherfuckers, eh?
Yeah.
Bombay. Never forget that shit.
Get that shit.
Try it.
Shit.
No time to waste of time. Put a show on, get